season he's been having, and that was one of the areas that Justin Fields thought he might be able to exploit.
On third down, he's in trouble, and there's Nick Bosa on this loaded front seven. There's the headliner.
Well, that's the problem, right? At some point, you've got to go one-on-one. It's going to be Braxton Jones versus Nick Bosa. And it's right there, just that transition. You're worried about his speed, and then he turns and uses the power. You can see right there as he moves Braxton Jones backwards.
Or a touchdown, get yourself right back in it.
Smith with Bosa charging in. It's Nick Bosa with a sack. Second of the season for Nick Bosa, the two-time Pro Bowler.
Well, this is off of play action stuff, and Nick Bosa right up here on the top of your screen. The back comes in there to take him, and that's just not, I mean, he just doesn't even touch him. That's Penny. Doesn't touch him, and Nick Bosa knows how to finish.
Four-man twist up front. Smith unable to get away. And guess who? Just as he did in Chicago last week, a key third down sack for Nick Bosa and company to kill the drive.
That's the combination of rush. He's going to come back in here as they run this game. See him inside there, but that is coverage right there. When you have that kind of coverage on the back end of that defense playing change, they're getting all kinds of depth. You've got to hold that ball if you're the quarterback.
You've got arguably the best deep ball thrower in the game.
Wilton got tangled up there, and
that might be a
down.
trip.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Bring in Terry McCauley for his opinion. First, the rule here, Terry.
He clearly lifts the leg, which is illegal, to obstruct an opponent, even the runner. I'm surprised they picked this up. This is tripping. It looks
and be incomplete. Third down and 9. Bosa, the sack. And D'Amico's got his defense buzzing here at the start of 2022.
Pretty good game up front. Now they bring Fred Warner once again, but they run a game here, and then Bosa comes all the way around. And so they pick off his guy. Noteboom's not able to slide over. They don't communicate it effectively along that left side of the offensive line. And here comes Bosa.
And career start there. Quick snap. Stafford in trouble, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
10 for Mahomes. Pressure, and he's sacked! First one of the day, and it's Bosa who gets home.
Well, we've been waiting for the stars to make their impact. In this case, Bosa, you can see him here working off the right tackle, Andrew Wiley, and he just keeps rushing. Mahomes tries to look left. Nothing there. He pulls the ball back down. That's the extra beat.
And they're going to blitz. Pressure coming. Stafford is dropped. Fred Warner with help of others in the 49ers defense.
Well, we knew it was coming. You can know it's coming all you want, but watch Fred Warner. Here's the twist. Big, big, big twist. You know it's coming. We've pointed out a few times. It's just really hard to pick up. They're so explosive and fast up front. Just can't quite get there. Bobby Evans continue to add these fresh bodies coming back off injured reserve.
And there comes Bosa, and Stafford is down.
Well, there's another one of the stars. I mean, their roster is just is top to bottom just really loaded with great players. As they continue to get these guys back, you're going to see, there's Bosa right there. Just makes, I mean, another one of these stunts. He goes inside. We've said it all day. When the Rams have to be in drop-back situations.
Second and goal, Herbert escaped. He was going to try to flip it, but Bosa had his right leg. And Nick Bosa gets another sack, 9.5 on the season.
So what do? They're trying to get Austin Eckler out in the route, but it means they're going to have Sorrell one-on-one against Bosa. Not bad initially, but not good enough.
last year in this. Pulls it down, and down he goes, Bosa.
The one time we've been talking about Colt McCoy getting the ball out of his hands. Instead, he tries the Kyler Murray impersonation and tries to come out the back door, and Bosa is right there waiting on him.
That's the first sack of the game for either side, and for Nick, he's got 10.5 sacks now in 9 games.
Play clock at 2. Dalton gets the shotgun snap. Dalton backside pressure. Bosa got him.
I thought Bosa left a little early. From the San Francisco 49ers faithful, but that looks like an offsides to me. And listen, in this position, you know, you're like a couples counselor. You're only going to get 50% approval rating. So that's just kind of the way it goes. But the Saints fans would just be absolutely livid.
Your former teammate is not.
That's the way he used to celebrate it.
Tagovailoa looks to throw. He'll have no chance. He's sacked by Bosa. 6th consecutive game with a sack for one of the NFL's best.
I tell you what, watch. First he's going to get a little bit of a chip by Alec Ingold right there. Now the second back comes in for the cut. Jeff Wilson should know better than that. You got to get through his thigh. On the previous play, Nick Bosa beat the block of Alec Ingold the same way on a cut block. He's too athletic. You got to get up high around his waist.
Wrong guy to mess up against. Out 3rd and 8. 49ers twist up front and get to Tagovailoa. Bosa again.
The great thing is this is 2 parts, right? Because you usually hear us talk about the 4-man rush, but you're going to add Fred Warner to it. And then you're going to loop Bosa back inside. Here comes Nick Bosa back in that clear lane right to the quarterback. There comes Fred Warner. He's got the right guard occupied. You look at that big gap for Nick Bosa to come around.
2nd of the game for Bosa. 13.5 this year. 3rd in the NFL. 49er. Down 9 with 2 to go. Tagovailoa hit as he throws. Ball is out. Ball is live. And it is a touchdown for Dre Greenlaw. We will see. No doubt this is going to get looked at.
Your great players make great plays at the critical times of a game. And that's what Nick Bosa is for the Niners. You get your initial push inside, force him to climb, but he is so relentless. You can see him get that ball punched out before the hand comes forward. You go back and you watch. It's on the cusp of field goal range. It's a Nick Bosa sack that takes him out of field goal range.
2nd and 21. And down he goes. Speaking of 97, Bosa. 15.5 now on the year.
It's the combination of speed and power from Nick Bosa. And we just talked about how he's doing a pretty good job with cross, but it's never ending. See how low he is to the ground? He is so, look how low he is. Maintains his balance and then finishes.
San Francisco, Washington. And look out from behind. It was Bosa bringing down the quarterback Taylor Heineke at the 27. His first sack today, and number 16, which leads the NFL. There is perhaps your defensive player of the year in the league.
Well, they're going to have to chip. They're not going to be able to go one-on-one on the out.
Nice block by the top. Fumble again. Recovered, it looks like, by San Francisco. It popped right up. Has Heineke fumbled again? There's a fight for you. You can see Willis
is able to come up with the ball.
That's a fumble.
Bosa knocks the ball in the air. It's definitely not a pass, but Willis
in the NFL. Wow, he's going to go down inside the 45. Nick Bosa, 18.5 sacks, continuing to add on to his NFL league leading total.
Yeah, and Blau's got a pretty good pocket sense. But sometimes when you just get beat like this, and again, we've seen so many times in his career, Nick Bosa, he's just got so much speed and power and closes.